podium the program director for the Entertainment Business and Music Business Bachelor's Degree programs. Please welcome Jackie Otero.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thanks for having me today. So I think most of you know, today is a time of non-stop personal branding. You know, every time you post a picture, a status update on social media, you're adding to the brand of you. That's why we hold the camera up real high, right? So you can get the angle where you don't have any extra chins, and you know which side is your best one, and you want to get good lighting. How many of you have already posted a photo from today's ceremony on social media? All right. And of course you should. What an amazing moment to celebrate with these graduates. But what I want to do is take a moment today to remember the maybe less documented times that got you here today. Remember those long hours that you spent slaving away in group projects, writing papers, maybe trying to fulfill the word count on a certain discussion board while your laundry piled up in the corner. It was a long line of unglamorous moments that brought you here today to this fantastic moment. And I know that for me personally, I think I've learned the most from my most unglamorous moments. I want to share 3 of those lessons with you guys today. Number 1, humility builds character. I graduated from Yale and I moved to California to pursue a career in the music industry. I started working at what I considered to be the ultimate cool job, which is working at a record store in downtown San Francisco, where I got to rub elbows with musicians and music connoisseurs, and I was just hoping that their hipness would rub off on me a little bit. If you've ever seen the movies High Fidelity or Empire Records, that's what I was picturing. So I started my first shift after training, and I was surprised at the post that I was assigned to. I was assigned to a 6-hour shift sitting on the elevator, watching customers to make sure that they didn't steal anything when those elevator doors closed. I actually had people walk into the elevator and look at me with pity in their eyes. And they said, "Oh, you have to sit in here all day?" My hotshot Yale degree did not mean anything in that elevator. Life has a funny way of giving you a reality check sometimes when you need it most. Build your humility early and often. Number 2, the more work you do, the more work you will get. My first real job after the record store was working as a legal assistant at a law firm. And there were 2 of us in the same position, and every attorney got to choose which legal assistant they wanted to assign to every case that they had. I was the one pulling all-nighters, getting blisters on my feet because I was running up and down hallways trying to get the signatures that we needed in time for a deadline. All the while I was listening to my counterpart sitting right next to me on personal phone calls all day long, just chatting away and having a grand old time. Guess who got assigned to every single case? That was me. The kicker was she got paid more than I did because she had more experience. And I know that I could have sat there just feeling sorry for myself and just saying this job is so unfair. But work isn't always fair. When you're given the choice, you will inevitably be the one who succeeds if you're the one doing the work, because you will be the one to get the clients. Number 3, butterflies are when the magic happens. I remember the butterflies in my stomach when I filed the paperwork to start my first company, and when I signed my first artist, and when I gave my first lecture here at Full Sail. Believe it or not, I'm feeling a little bit of those butterflies right now. One of my former bosses once told me that the butterflies mean something. It means that you're challenging yourself and that you care deeply about what you're doing. Don't lose that feeling or shy away from it. You need to embrace it. Sweaty palms are a really good indicator that what you're doing is worthwhile. Now, many of you may jump into a hotshot job after graduation. Some of you might take a little bit more trial and error. But when you reach that moment, when you post the update about that job that you got on Facebook, secretly we will all know all of those unglamorous moments that you had to put in order to get to that moment. I want to congratulate all of you today. I wish you all many humble, hardworking days ahead of you, full of butterflies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie.